What's up guys, welcome back my YouTube channel. I will telling about the 1968 new Pence 10 coin from the United Kingdom is a small but powerful reminder of a major transformation in British history. At first glance, it may appear to be just another old coin, but it actually represents a key moment when the country decided to modernize its entire currency system. This change was not only practical but also symbolic of a nation adapting to a new economic reality. Before the late 1960s, the British monetary system was based on a structure that had been used for hundreds of years. It consisted of pounds, shillings, and pence, which made calculations complicated for everyday use. 1 pound was equal to 20 shillings, and each shilling contained 12 pence. This meant that a single pound was made up of 240 pence. While this system had historical roots, it was not easy for people to use, especially in a rapidly changing and modernizing world where simplicity and efficiency were becoming more important. As global trade expanded and financial systems evolved, it became increasingly clear that the United Kingdom needed a simpler and more logical currency system. The government decided to adopt a decimal system, where 1 pound would be divided into 100 pence. This made calculations much easier and aligned Britain with many other countries already using decimal currencies. The official change took place on February 15, 1971, a day that became known as Decimal Day. However, the transition was carefully planned to avoid confusion among the public. Instead of introducing the new system all at once, the authorities decided to release some of the new coins in advance. This allowed people to become familiar with the new denominations before the official switch. One of the most important of these early coins was the 10 new pence coin, first issued in 1968 by The introduction of this coin played a crucial role in easing the transition from the old system to the new one. The 10 new pence coin was designed to replace the 2-shilling coin, commonly known as the florin. To make things easier for the public, both coins were made to be the same size and had the same value in circulation. This meant that people could continue using the coin in the same way as before, even though the currency system itself was changing. The design of the coin also reflects both tradition and modernity. On the front side, known as the obverse, is a portrait of. This portrait was created by the artist Arnold Machin and became one of the most recognizable images of the Queen during her reign. It shows her facing to the right, wearing a tiara, with a calm and dignified expression. Around the portrait is a Latin inscription that reads Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God Queen Defender of the Faith. This traditional inscription highlights the continuity of British coinage and its connection to history. On the reverse side of the coin is a crowned lion standing proudly and facing forward. This image is a strong national symbol, representing courage, authority, and heritage. The design was created by Christopher Ironside, who was responsible for many of the decimal coin designs introduced during that time. Above the lion are the words New Pence, indicating that this was part of the new decimal system. Below the lion is the number 10, clearly marking the value of the coin. The physical characteristics of the coin were also carefully considered. It was made from cupronickel, a durable alloy of copper and nickel that gave the coin strength and longevity. The coin had a diameter of approximately 28.5 millimeters and weighed about 11.3 grams. Its relatively large size made it easy to recognize and handle, which was important during a time when people were adjusting to a new system. Even after Decimal Day in 1971, the 1968 new Pence 10 coin continued to circulate for many years. It remained a familiar part of everyday transactions, gradually becoming fully accepted by the public. In 1982, the wording on the coin was changed from new pence to simply 10 pence, as the new system was no longer new and had become the standard. Today, the 1968 10 new pence coin is not considered extremely rare, as millions of these coins were produced. However, it still holds value for collectors and history enthusiasts. Coins that are in excellent condition, especially those that have not been circulated, can be more desirable and may be worth more than their face value. Additionally, certain rare variations or minting errors can increase the coin's value significantly. More importantly, the true value of this coin lies in its historical significance. It represents a moment of change, when the United Kingdom took a major step toward modernization and efficiency. It shows how a country can respect its traditions while still adapting to new realities. For many people, this coin is a reminder of a time when everyday life was changing in subtle but important ways. The 1968 new Pence 10 coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of transition, progress, and thoughtful planning. It reflects a period when the British government worked to make life easier for its citizens by simplifying the way money was used. It also highlights the importance of design, communication, and public understanding during times of change. For collectors, this coin offers a connection to the past. For historians, It represents a key moment in economic history. And for anyone who comes across it today, it serves as a reminder that even the smallest objects can carry deep meaning and tell powerful stories. In the end, the 1968 new Pence 10 coin stands as a lasting piece of British heritage. It marks the beginning of a new chapter in the country's financial system and remains an interesting and meaningful item for anyone interested in history, currency, or the story of how nations evolve over time.
Goodbye, guys.